to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we live in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we gotta tell.
I've been doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Calm down. Thank y'all. You know, this is not an episode of CTC. I know y'all see Carl with that bad hat on, but
go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean, man. You gotta rip the front side, man. But welcome back to another episode of Refuse to Lose. Y'all see I got my boy Carl here. You know, Davey Dollars, he's out today, and then you got Joe. I guess because the Kings lost, he had to take a day off. You know what I mean? Like that, it just didn't look too good for him. He probably somewhere trying to find a bean. But other than that, y'all know y'all here, so y'all already know what y'all need to do. Like, subscribe, share on these 3 platforms. We got Twitter. X, my bad. Facebook, and we also on YouTube. Well, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe, and become a member. You got a lot of things to do if you're already on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, come to YouTube and do everything I just told y'all about. But other than that, we're going to do a Sunday version of R2L. If you're not hip to the Sunday version shows, that's where we go down a bevy of games. We're going to give y'all our anytime touchdowns, our X factors, and we may go over a few point spreads. But before I get into all of that, Carl, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, man, coming off a good weekend. MSU beat the mess out of Baylor, shoved me up. MSU's up currently 36-9 against Stony Brook. I know it's Stony Brook, but still 38-9, excuse me. But hey, look, we handling business. Ravens got a big W this past weekend against the Jags on Monday night. So I'm feeling really good, ready to get into this episode.
Man, speaking of college sports, if y'all are not familiar with CTC Carl has a show on the network as well. You know, tell them what you're going over right now, because I know the bowls and everything, the tournaments is starting to kick up. As far as the bowls, the tournaments ain't kick up just yet because college basketball just started. So you just want to go over that right quick before we run into these games?
Sure. So we are in bowl season, as you may know, may not know. This is week 2 of bowl season. I went over on Monday. I went over the weekday bowls. We had Old Dominion make me look like a fool on Monday, up 35-7, blew that game. But I'll talk about that more so on my show. We have a bowl game tonight. In about an hour, USF versus Syracuse. The Boca Raton Bowl should be a good one. We have a bowl game tomorrow, and we have 7 bowl games on Saturday. So tomorrow, I will be going over the bowl games on Saturday.
Man, I'm glad you said that, because look, Dave checking in. Oh, must be payday. Dave came in with the $9.99 super chat. And I said, have a great show, fellas. Hashtag bird hunting season. Hashtag dummy birds. Hashtag bang bang Niner game. You can retract that from the statement. But Carl, I already know what the 49ers did to us, man. We'll talk about your game in a minute, but how you feel about that comment right there?
Hashtag my Achilles hurt. It must mean we better put my foot up. We better put our foot up somewhere that I can't say on the airways.
Say members only, man. You almost had a moment.
But nah, man, I think it's gonna be a really good game, man. I'm excited. I can't wait to Monday nighter. Last game of the week. I think it's perfectly placed for the type of game it is, and I just can't wait, man. I told Dave we the final bird, we the boss battle. So.
Okay. We're gonna see. Well, speaking of that, because you are a Raven, let's get right into these games, man. So we got Bengals at Steelers. I know you hope both teams lose at this point, right?
No, actually, I don't. I actually have a winner. Hey, look, man. Look, I am not Mr. Tyrone Parker. I know what I know. We be like, oh, both teams lose. I'd be like, bruh, no, we need a team, a certain team to win or lose. I won't say yet to help us. I don't want them to win because I like them. I want them to win to help us.
Okay. The enemy of my friend is an enemy of mine, or however that statement go. But
Whatever that you go.
off rip, man. What you got the point spread for us?
So yes, actually, I do. So the Steelers are at home, but they are 2.5-point dogs against the Bengals, even though the Bengals will be without Jamar Chase.
That's crazy. Well, it's because of everything that's going on with Mike Tomlin and George Pickens right now. Just saying, it started a lot of stuff in the chats today, man.
Man, if that swings a point spread to make you a home dog, then hey, I need some teams that I want to win to have some coaching problems so I can bet on them.
Well, we'll see. Oh, we don't got the Eagles up here. I wanted to see if they was favored or not. Are they in
I
New
can
York?
look real quick.
Let's do that after we pick this one right quick.
All right, cool.
So off a point spread, you going with the point spread or you going with the money line?
I can go. You know what? We're not a gambling show, so if we do go money line, they can't kill us because hey, it's not what we do. So we can do money line if you want.
Now let's go point spread. Let's go point spread. Money line is an easy out.
All right, so you want me to start this off?
Yep, go ahead.
All right, so honestly, this week I picked the Steelers to win. So money line, that means I would take the 2.5 points, and it wouldn't matter. The reason why I'm going with the Steelers to win this game, they have a really good defense. As we all know, the defense has been the backbone of this team. The defense is even the reason why they're even in contention for a playoff spot at 7-7. Jake Browning, while he has been playing well for the Bengals, he did struggle against the Steelers. He has now seen them in Pittsburgh with no Jamar Chase. I think that does not bode well for the Bengals. They lose a key piece in their offense. It allows the Steelers to more so focus on T. Higgins and Joe Mixon, and or if they decide to use them, Chase Brown, which I told you draft episode, I love Chase Brown. So with that being said, I'm going with the Steelers to win that one.
Man, Chase Brown trying to ruin my fantasy playoff run, man. I got Joe Mixon, and they keep trying to give him all the touches, bro. Like, what y'all doing?
Just trying to prove me right.
Nah. He already proved you right. I'm good. Don't do it no more because I need Mixon to get a touchdown this weekend. But it's funny that you said the Steelers are your X factor because I was gonna say George Pickens and the wide receiving crew. Because now
you want an X factor? My bad. I didn't pick one.
Oh, you kind of went into it, so I thought the defense.
No.
So
I picked the defense to win, but I didn't know we were picking the X factor off Bucks. I thought we were going to pick a winner. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I'm with you with the money line too. I'm going with with the 2 points. I'm going with the Steelers on the 2 points. 2.5, cool. My bad.
So I believe my X factor would be Joey Porter Jr. Him being on T. Higgins will be really huge if he can lock up T. Higgins 1-on-1, make Jake Brown have to go somewhere else with the football with no Jamar Chase. Then that'd be absolutely huge.
They still got Boyd. Like he can make some plays.
No, I feel you, but he's a little older. Tyler Boyd came in the league 2015, 2016. He's getting a little older. He's now a third option. I understand. Don't get me wrong, Ravens. I remember the fourth and whatever when he scored that 49-yard touchdown on cover 2. Yes, I remember. I know Tyler Boyd is really good. I just don't fear Tyler Boyd over Joe Mixon and or T. Higgins.
I feel you with that one. But like I said, I'm gonna go with George Pickens and crew because now it's time to show up. Like y'all had all this stuff going on in the media. You said that you was actually gonna block now, so we gonna actually see because all eyes is gonna be on you. And with no Jamar Chase, one of these wide receivers have to step up. So if Porter does lock down T. Higgins, we need somebody to give us a show. And Pickens is gonna be you. So I'm picking him as my X factor. And we gotta go anytime touchdown. So who you got?
So do you want the odds with the said anytime touchdown, or do you just want an anytime touchdown period?
Let's spice it up. Let's go with the odds.
All right. So funny enough, you know what? I feel like that's yours, so I'm not gonna steal yours. And I know why, fantasy reasons. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Jaylen Warren at plus 165. I know people have been complaining about Najee. They said Najee hasn't really been doing as much. A lot of people, some people have called Najee trash, including one of my coworkers. But So I think that Jalen Warren might get a couple more touches, and that might lead to him getting in the end zone.
Thought it was mid. He called him
One Mark,
trash now.
I think Mark called him trash.
Oh man, I know he started with mid. I didn't know he rolled all the way over to trash, man. But you already know, like you said, I'm going with Joe Mixon. I need him to get a touchdown. He's been scoring the last 3 weekends, so
Yeah, I figured that's what you were going with, minus 120.
okay. Let's roll on over to the next game. Who we got here? We got the Colts at the Falcons. Falcons, man, so upsetting. So upsetting. They just benched their quarterback, man. They got Tyler Heineke starting this weekend, and they're going up against the homeless man that said he would call him, man, Gardner Minshew. So what's that point spread?
So funny enough, that's the Cardinals. The Falcons are actually favored by 2.5 points going against the Colts with the whole backup situation. You know, Taylor Heineke coming in for Desmond Ridder.
Well, with that being said, still taking the Colts, man. I don't care. I'm taking the Colts.
I agree. I'm taking the Colts. I thought the Colts would be favored before I looked at these lines. I thought the Colts should be favored. I don't care if they're on the road. The fact that they're getting 2.5 points is crazy to me. I'm taking the Colts as well.
All right, so we gotta go. Who's your X factor in this game?
So my X factor has been the X factor in my opinion for weeks now. Gardner Minshew. This Colts team has been putting up a good amount of points. Gardner Minshew has been looking, I won't say great, but he's been looking fairly good. In this Colts offense, a lot of that people like to attribute to Shane Steichen, who was with Gardner Minshew last year, who's now the head coach of the Colts. So I think if Gardner Minshew could play well against this Atlanta Falcons defense, bolstering a Jesse Bates and an AJ Terrell, I think Gardner Minshew will lead the Colts to another W.
I like that. I know I picked the Colts to win it, but for me, the X factor is the Falcons coaching staff. Because here you go again. You done benched the quarterback, and you brought Tyler Heineke in. Bijan Robinson had coming off one of his worst performances in his rookie career since y'all been giving him the ball. It's like, all right, so what adjustments are you going to make to go out there and try to beat this Colts team? Because they kind of been stealing some games, man. Like, I know you understand that because they stole one from your Ravens. So, coaching staff, are you going to be able to at least keep up? Because I think they lost last week to the Panthers.
They lost to the Panthers 9-7.
Exactly. So you got to show up and show out. Well, not show out, just show up. Because losing to the Panthers, they trying to, I don't know. I think they're trying to give the Bears the number 1 pick, or they trying to not give it to them. It's between them and the Pats. I don't know. It's a lose fest. But anytime touchdowns, who you got?
I have Michael Pittman at plus 185 to get a touchdown. My X factor being Gardner Minshew, the best receiver on this team being Michael Pittman. I think they connect for a touchdown.
He playing after that hit?
So far he's listed.
Okay,
it may change, but right now he's listed.
Well, I'm going with Bijan. He's gonna get a touchdown. He deserved one after that performance he had.
He is minus 160.
Man, so odds fate. It seem like they know the same thing gonna happen. Maybe if they can get to the end zone. I don't know. Tyler Heineke was scoring with the Commanders, so he should be able to score with this team. You got Drake London, Bijan, Kyle Pitts. What's Kyle Pitts' odds? If I can ask.
I'll just back away. Hold on, give me 1 second. I just literally backed away. So for Kyle Pitts, we have him. Oh my God. You have to scroll down. Kyle Pitts is plus 290.
I thought it was gonna be like plus 1,000. I don't give him the ball at all.
Well, I think he scored. Was it last week? I think he was the only touchdown scorer last week, right? I remember he scored. If not last week, 2 weeks ago, it was recent. He scored up the field.
I hope so.
That Michael? Ooh, hold on, that might not have been him. Now I think about it, it could have been Michael Pruitt.
No, I don't think that was him. Let's go box score right quick. So while we doing that, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. No, it sure wasn't Kyle Pitts. It was Cordell Patterson. You know,
Cordell scored the only touchdown last week. Okay.
Man.
Kyle Pitts on the year only has 2 touchdowns, which is absolutely crazy that he's the 8th overall pick at tight end with 2 touchdowns. This is nuts. And it was him. He did score last week against Tampa.
See, but Kincaid out here doing his thing with the Buffalo Bills. I don't know.
Yeah, man, I told people I hated that the Bills took him. I thought that was a really good fit.
Well, we'll see, because Josh Allen learned how to run the ball now. No, the Bills are learning how to run the ball. Josh Allen love running the ball.
Are we going to take a second to finally – can we get our I Told You So's out?
Let's do it. Let's do
Man,
it.
oh my God, what a difference it makes when you actually use a running back, if as opposed to, all right, we're just gonna run him maybe 10 times a game and have Josh Allen try to do everything else and will us to a victory. Josh Allen didn't have to do much yesterday, and I'm not saying not yesterday, Sunday, and I'm not saying this as a slight. I'm saying this as this could have made life so much easier, and you probably could have done so much more if you just turn around, hand the football, and Josh Allen make plays when you need him to, not because you want him to.
Man, I think the offensive coordinator may be a part of the FJA because he definitely did that. As soon as he got there, after they fired the other coordinator, he's like hand the ball off the Cooks. I think it's because they both from Florida, but he's like, look, man, here you go, bro. Hand it off.
You know
Here you
what's
go,
even
bro.
crazier? The Bills, I can't remember what game it was. I think it was Monday night, though. The James Cook like fumbled. It was a pass play, and he got benched like midway through the second quarter, and he still put up 100 yards in that game.
Something wrong with them, man. They don't be listening. But it seemed with 8-6 now, they could have won at least 2 more games just off of handed. They could have won that Jets game where he threw the 3 interceptions. They'd have just handed the ball off. Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson not gonna beat you. But hey, of course, everyone waits till they play Dallas to be like, ooh, let's figure out this grand scheme of running the ball. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. But anyway, let's talk about a team who's now on their 4th quarterback. Another team in your division, but they still finding ways to win. Actually, they got your ex-quarterback. I don't know how you feel about it. But then we got the surprise team down in Texas who's just making shockwaves in the AFC South. Not a lot of people thought they was going to be this good, but also now they're taking a lot of hits because I think Tank Dell is out. I think Nico going to be out. I don't know if CJ going to play.
It's looking likely that he's not.
So, yep, give us that spread, man. What's the point spread?
So Houston being at home, they are 2.5-point home dogs. Cleveland is favored by 2.5 points.
I'm going with Cleveland though.
I am too. I ain't gonna lie. If CJ's not playing with this defense, Case Keenum, I don't trust him against this defense. Give me Cleveland.
That is a fact. That is a fact. Now let's talk about these X factors.
So for Cleveland, X factor, and I know Tay might kill me for this. Martin Emerson, which I knew about Martin Emerson out of Mississippi State. So I don't know why he tried to be like, oh man, y'all gonna put some spot. We know about bruh, but him at cornerback, no Tank Dell. He's probably going to be seeing, I don't think Noah Brown. I think maybe Denzel Ward's gonna be on Noah Brown. Probably going to be seeing Nico Collins if he plays. If not, maybe Xavier Hutchinson. I don't know too much down the Texans depth chart receiver. Like you said, we know Tank Dell's not playing. Nico Collins is questionable, right?
Yep.
I don't know if that leads it to Xavier Hutchinson or not, but maybe him. I think he has to play really well, lock down defense. I don't know if he has to come away with a pick, but a pick would be lovely. So yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. So X factor for me, Browns defense. If the Texans don't have all these weapons, y'all the number 1 overall defense in the league. I mean, all I've been hearing about is they the best defense in the world. Ain't that what Tate was saying? I know you don't want to agree to it. Yeah, best defense ever. So if you're the best defense ever, the Texans shouldn't even score a field goal in this game. I know you're going down in Houston, and I think Myles Garrett's a little nicked up, but who's not nicked up at this point in the season?
Facts.
Y'all should go out there and actually show up. You got the run game. You got Flacco, who's still making plays. So I'm going with their defense. Shut them down.
Yeah, it's a little tear. It comes out of my eyes to see Flacco in the Browns uniform. But hey, we chose not to have him on the team anymore. He wants to still play football. We can't be mad. I mean, I'm not mad that Flacco's in the Browns uniform. It's like bittersweet. It's like I'm happy my boy's out there. I'm happy my boy's getting the opportunity to show people that he can still play quarterback in this league. Just why for the Browns? Just why for the Browns?
That's a fact. Especially because think about it like this. I got to watch Noah Brown actually become the wide receiver that he couldn't be in Dallas. I get to see Dalton Schultz out there scoring touchdowns. I mean, Ferguson not bad, but you just look and be like, wow, what a time, right?
Yeah, but it's not it's different. Like in the Texas uniform, yeah, y'all in the same state, cool. But if they were doing that in a Commanders uniform,
yeah, that's like Dez putting on an Eagles jersey. I just couldn't look at it the same. I couldn't do it. Nah.
Exactly. It feel a little bit different now, don't it?
Yeah, That's even when DeMarco Murray went up there, I was like, man, best of luck to you, bro, because I I can't root for you never again. Once you put that on, it's nothing we can
I'm
talk
just
about.
waiting for my man to finally prove me right about being that double agent. I need you just one time, Joe. Just one time.
The moment ain't strike yet. He got you though. I think he got you.
I
Hopefully
hope
he
you
got
got
you.
me.
But who you got for anytime touchdowns?
All right. So anytime touchdown. Now this is tough, but Joe Flacco has been really, and I mean really targeting David Njoku. So my anytime touchdown, David Njoku at plus 240.
Man, I'm going Noah Brown.
Noah Brown is at, by the way, Nico Collins is listed. Noah Brown is at plus 410.
Okay. What about Amari Cooper?
Amari Cooper, who I was thinking about going, is plus 190.
All right, so we might have to double up on one ticket, man. I'm going Noah Brown and Amari Cooper.
I'm not mad at Amari Cooper. I then took his over in receiving, I think 2 weeks with Joe, and I think both times. I know last week it hit for sure. Can't remember if the other time it hit. I want to say it did though.
It should, man. That's one person I feel bad for because he went up there. He got traded when he was going to take the pay cut, and he's still balling out. No matter who the quarterback is, he's still just balling out, man.
Yep. And Amari Cooper's over is still kind of low, 60.5. And Njoku's has been on the rise a little bit, it's at 48.5. But Cooper's still kind of low, still a little bit of value there.
It is though, and if y'all smart, I would say take it.
He had 100 last week.
Well, I mean, now we're going across the pond. Well, they play in Texas, so we gotta go back up north. We might hit the 8 Mile Road. I don't know. My man said I got a limit. So what's the over under on someone saying about a specific streaming network?
You definitely got a limit.
And this is my time. The only good things that's in Detroit right now are the Lions and Tubi, man.
Hey, the Tigers on the rise. Don't disrespect us.
I
On the rise, baby.
But it ain't baseball season right now.
You
We
right.
gotta talk about the two things that's keeping the city going, you know. First it was Ford, now it's the Lions and Tubi. That's 2 times. But we got the Lions.
I'm tearing it down. You're done, son. Refuse to lose. You're done, son.
Nah, man, I just came off suspension, man. So let's talk about the Lions at the Vikings, man. What's that point spread?
So the Vikings are at home and they are 3-point underdogs. So Lions are favored by 3 points on the road.
Man, I know where you going. I'm going right there too. I'm taking the Lions.
So I'm gonna take the Lions. Now, understand this. Betting wise, I might take the 3 points. The reason why I say this is because the Lions, couple games where they were struggling, were divisional opponents. You had the Bears twice, where they escaped the first time against the Bears at home. The Packers, who they lost to on Thanksgiving at home. And the second Bears game, they just absolutely got beat by the Bears on the road. Now, they are playing another divisional opponent in the Vikings on the road. The only thing that may stop me from doing this is the fact that Nick Mullins is at quarterback.
It shouldn't stop you from doing that because Nick Mullins is good. But at the end of the day, the Lions are trying to make this playoff push. They one of them 10-4 teams that everybody is talking about, kind of like where the Dolphins are. I think the Dolphins got 11 wins. No, they got 10, right? Dolphins got 10.
So Dolphins are 10-4, correct.
Okay, so they got Cowboys, Dolphins, Lions, Eagles. They're all in this little crop right now where it's like, what's going on? Are they a legit 10-4 team, or what's the flaw within that team? The Lions is right there where they like, they look good, but are they imploding? Are they gonna fall off at some point? Because there's been some games they given up, like that Thanksgiving game where it was just like, what are y'all doing? What are you doing right now?
Dan Campbell had me hot.
So I think right now they one of those things was like, it's the division. We need to win one more game, solidify our playoff stretch. I mean, they already probably clinched, but let's make this happen. So for me, that's why I'm taking the Lions. I ain't worried about Nick Mullins.
I was thinking about taking the Lions to win, but the Vikings to cover the 3 points.
Yeah, Nick Mullins not happy. It's not happening.
Yeah, that's what's stopping me. Nick Mullins being that quarterback is stopping me from taking the Vikings +3.
Yep. So anytime touchdowns.
Oh, so my anytime touchdown, he's kind of been money. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't make the playoffs in fantasy, but it's not because of this guy. Sam Laporta at +120. Oh, I thought they just changed his odds as soon as I said it. At +125.
Like they was listening.
It was David Montgomery, but like as soon as I said it, David Montgomery's above him and it went blank. I was like, oh, hold on, cuz.
Nah,
we got Sam Laporta at +125 for me.
I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs.
He is +105.
Okay. So yeah, I think he's been finding his way in the end zone. They finally found out how to use both of the running backs. Remember early in the season when Kev was like, I told y'all, man. I told y'all he wasn't gonna be good. They're not gonna use him on third downs. Well, they found a way. Montgomery came back. He can score. Gibbs can score. Who knows? Justin Jefferson may even get a touchdown this game. I don't got to play him in fantasy, so he can score all he want this week.
Jefferson is plus 115. So if you want to take advantage, which I might very much so do this Sunday, if you want to take advantage of Justin Jefferson being plus money for a touchdown, this is the week.
Addison probably the one favorite.
Addison's actually lower than him. He's plus 195.
Wow. After last week,
Yeah, plus 195. Hawkinson in the revenge game is plus 145.
nobody believes in Nick Mullins, man. That's what it is. What's your X factor?
My X factor is actually your touchdown score, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs has been playing really well, running the ball, receiving the ball. Jahmyr Gibbs is actually taking a bunch of pressure off of Jared Goff. I think Jahmyr Gibbs was a really good first round pick. If that wasn't the first round pick I was mad at. We all know the first round pick I was mad at, and the guy that they didn't get, who I told them to get, and where he's at now. I'm not gonna bring that up, but I think Jahmyr Gibbs is the X factor for the Lions offense. If the Lions offense to cook the way it has been.
Man, well, you talking about the Lions offense? I was gonna go with Jared Goff, who was quietly in the MVP race earlier this season. Excuse me, who was in the MVP race early this season, and now season has its ebbs and flows. They go up and down, but technically, Jared Goff is still one of those top quarterbacks in the NFC, and he's been balling. So if you can hand the ball off and you can throw it, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Laporta. Look at what Laporta's been doing. He ain't catching the ball because Jared Goff not throwing it to him. He's catching it because he's throwing it to him. So my X factor is Jared Goff. Go out there and show him why you better than Nick Mullins.
Yeah, I like that X factor too because Jared Goff, if he's out there throwing picks, Lions are going to lose. But if he's out there taking care of the football, the Lions have a really good chance of winning.
Kind of like messed up.
Chill out, bro. Hey, we see what my man doing now. My man got the Rams trying to take that playoff spot.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I was watching something the other day. Somebody said, "Look, the way the Rams is playing right now, that's one of them teams you let sneak in the playoffs, and you think you're gonna be like a fifth seed, and
it's sweet.
They might get you." And Cup finding it, and Cup got his legs back too. Yeah,
match that with Puka and Tutu Atwell. Ooh,
and what's the running back?
Kyron Williams. I don't want to say what school he's from. We'll move on from that.
All right, let's go to the next game then. Jaguars at Buccaneers.
All right, let me find that real quick because I took a minute. All right, cool. So, oddly enough, the Bucs are 2.5-point home favorites against the Jags.
I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Oh, we're fighting on this one. I'm going with the Jags. I thought I can't say what I say in the chat because I don't know if that's for the airways, but I thought the Jags should be favored.
Why you say that?
You know what I say.
No, I said why you say they should be favored.
Oh, the Jags. I just think honestly the Jags are the better team than the Bucs. Jags have the better quarterback. I trust Trevor Lawrence more than I trust Baker Mayfield. Now I get the Jags are still without Christian Kirk, who I believe he's out for the rest of the year, if not for the rest of the regular season. But Calvin really, besides going against us, but we're a really good defense, have been making plays. Evan Ingram has been making plays. Travis Etienne is a really good running back for the Jags. If the Jags can contain Mike Williams, which Mike Williams has been on a Mike Williams run as always, it leaves a lot to be desired for the Bucs offense. Huh?
You mean Mike Evans?
Did I not say Mike Evans?
You said Mike Williams.
I thought I said Mike Evans. My apologies.
Yeah. FFC coach just was like, Mike Williams. What you mean on the
My fault. My bad. Mike Evans, excuse me. He's been on a Mike Evans run. I get that Rashad White, my guy at Arizona State, he has been finally stepping up to the plate at running back. He was actually Arizona State's leading receiver his last year at Arizona State, which is funny enough. And that was with my guy, Jaden Daniels. But he's actually running the ball well, receiving the ball out the backfield well. So I get that he's been stepping up. I just trust his Jags team more.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. But after the way they laid the egg against y'all, that's what made me pick the Buccaneers in this game. Because technically, and I'm going to just roll over into my X factor as well, is Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. If them two can keep going on the tear that they've been on, they're going to find a way to win this game. Chris Godwin can also make some plays here and there. But it's something about this Jags team where it's just like, I don't know. I literally can't just like put a finger on it. Like, are they good? Are they going to stay? Matter of fact, that's what it is. They're not consistent. There's no consistency within this team. But yeah, you have the coach, you have the quarterback, you have the running back, you have the should I say the betting odd favorite wide receiver with Calvin Ridley. So and
You're
you got the
wild.
real
You're so wild, bro. You're wild for that. I was like, what are you talking? And then I called on. You're wild.
And then you got the real Josh Allen. So you got things that's gonna work in
Double
your
wild.
favor.
He doesn't even like that.
Hey, sorry, but it is what it is. When you part of FJA, we gotta let him know who the real Josh Allen is. All right, I don't want him to think we talking about him. But yeah, you got everything in your favor, but yet you find ways to lose games that you should win. So for me, I think the Bucks go up. I think they come down, and the Bucks still win, and it's a Florida battle. So
yeah, it's not really. It's a road game. But it's still interstate.
So who you pick for your X factor?
So my X factor is going to be 2: Tyson Campbell, the cornerback for the Jags, and it's going to be Josh Allen, the D lineman for the Jags. Josh Allen is having a spectacular season, double-digit sacks on the year. I believe it's like 14 and a half. I think I got it pulled up right here. Give me 1 second. He's having a phenomenal year though for the Jags. He's showing you why he was a top pick coming out of, believe, Kentucky. He has 13 and a half sacks. My bad. Gave him one extra one. My apologies. 13 and a half sacks. Tyson Campbell, 6'1" corner, one of the best defensive players, one of the better defensive players on this Jags team. Excuse me. I do like Rayshawn Jenkins as well. But he's going to be key in the Mike Evans battle that you brought up with Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. I believe Tyson Campbell is going to be on Mike Evans in that. If Josh Allen can get to Baker Mayfield, speed his clock up, not allow him to get the ball in time or in rhythm to Mike Evans, I think that'll be huge for the Jags defense.
No man said if Josh Allen can get to Josh Allen.
I'll say, hey, look, when Josh Allen and Josh Allen play, the Jags, Josh Allen normally look better.
I never seen Josh Allen throw the ball to Josh Allen. Didn't he pick him off once? But
I'm about to say, I think we had.
I think he did, but we're not gonna make this one of those episodes. They're gonna kill us.
Man,
look, man. Next time y'all we gonna need somebody else on the show.
Yeah, we can never let these two do a show together again.
Turn into a Josh Allen bash fest. If you want to lead the league in turnovers, But all right, let's go touchdowns. Who you got? Anytime touchdown.
So my anytime touchdown is probably going to be one of the only favorites I pick. Wait, hold on. Do we not have anytime touchdown up? What's going on here? We might not even have odds for anytime touchdown. They don't have anytime touchdowns up here yet.
We could just pick one, then we going in blind.
First. All right, so mine was going to be Travis Etienne to get a touchdown. We can't tell you odds because for some reason they're not up here, but Travis Etienne.
Man, he was going to be on the I was going to do 2 tickets. I was going to choose him and Mike Evans, but since you got Travis, I'm going to say Mike Evans. He definitely need a touchdown, and it's more so for fantasy reasons. I got to beat Ty this week.
All right, I'm going to try a different way to see if I can find an anytime touchdown for this game, but yeah, I just don't think it's up right now. Give me 1 second.
While you do that, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button, subscribe, all of the good stuff. If you on Facebook, share this with someone so they can like and share. Also, so they can join our members, because we definitely have members only with our all-star package. I think that's $4.99. Then we got the pro level where you can join the VIP chat. So there's just a lot of offers that come with the network.
Not a pro. Not a pro.
No, the all-star. No, it's not
Superstar.
The all-star, man.
Superstar to join the VIP chat.
See, that's why we a network.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's a team. Because when you having a bad day, somebody can pick you up. I almost threw an interception there, but tip pass.
You got it. $2.99. Why am I not in the VIP chat?
I'm like, I would have said, hey, my bad, bro. Like, pay $9.99. I got you here though. You got it in one chat.
Money back.
Nah, you got it in one. If you join that NFL chat, you gonna want to join the rest of them because they all go up. So
yeah, it's not up here. I did try the other way, and they just don't have the touchdowns for Jags and Bucks.
Oh, all right. Well, when they do come up, y'all already got who we picking. So hopefully the odds are in our favor. You know what? I should pick Calvin Ridley, but never mind.
See, there you go wilding again.
I got to, because the next thing we about to talk about, man, it's gonna get ugly. I'm talking about the Dolphins at the Cowboys. Cowboys coming off of a whooping, a flat out whooping, and now you gotta go down to Miami and try to make something happen. Oh, hold on.
See, come on, bro. You're not helping our case of not being able to do a show together again. You're not helping.
See what I'm saying? It's shouldn't have talked about Josh Allen. Now I'm looking like Jalen Hurts. But we talking about the Cowboys at the Dolphins, and it's funny that JMO popped up because we talking about the Dolphins, man. So what's the point spread?
So oh my God, what just happened to my voice? All right, so the Dolphins are 1.5-point favorites at home against the Cowboys.
Who you got?
Oh, I gotta look.
1.5.
Realistic me has the Dolphins. The Carl needs help. Me wants to pick the Cowboys, but I'm going with the Dolphins.
1.5. That's a close game.
I mean, really. Normally, when I bet and the spread is like 1.5, 2.5, I just take the money line because I mean, what's the difference? And you'll be pissed. You'll be pissed if Cowboys up 2, Dolphins go down and score the game-winning field goal. They win by a point. Oh, that'd piss me off. So I normally just take the money line in that. My reason for picking the Dolphins, however, is unfortunately, Tomo, y'all can't stop the run. And Miami, what they're gonna do? They're gonna run the ball. So Mostert and the A-Chain, if he's playing, because A-Chain be getting hurt. I don't even know if he's hurt right now, but if A-Chain is playing, they're gonna run it up. Mostert has 20 touchdowns on the year. That's probably going to increase by 1 or 2 more, probably 2 more on Sunday. Plus, they're in Miami, and you already know how they do away teams on Miami. They put you right in front of the sun. They burn you up. You're not used to this heat, and you're cramping. And fourth quarter, now you're tired. You need more water. So I'm taking the Dolphins.
He needs some milk. That's what's going to happen. Man, it's one of them games, man. I'm with you, bro. Can we take the money line? We're going to take the money line on this one because +1, -1, all it takes is for that game to come down to a field goal, and let's say the odds are in our favor, and then young Brandon Aubrey kicks a 56-yard field goal, and we win the game by 2 points, and everybody at home like, man, I'm never watching that show again. So go with the money line, man, because with both of these teams, it can go either way. They both either gonna blow you out or they gonna lose. It can go either way. The Cowboys can't win on the road, but the Dolphins can't be the winning team. So they both coming in with narratives. It's like, what you gonna do? But they also both are coming in with a defense. It's like, if we get a lead, it's time to run it up. Ain't no bouncing back from that. And we can't stop the run.
J-Mo gonna kill you for that comment you just made.
What, they can't be the winning team?
Yeah, he's gonna kill you for that.
That's the narrative. We both got narratives. I'm sorry. They said if you flip the teams, they would be saying the same thing about the Dolphins if they was the Cowboys. They're like, when y'all gonna be the
winning team? Allegedly. You just went right into it. He gonna kill you for that. At least when I said it for y'all, I said allegedly.
Allegedly what? Can't stop the run?
No, not this episode. A couple episodes ago when they were saying y'all couldn't be the winning team, and I was like, team that allegedly can't be the winning team. They were gonna kill you for it, bro. I'm sorry.
It's cool, man. I'm already here. I'm already on the ledge, man. It is what it is, man. Look, I said the Dolphins were the best team in their division. I said too many good things about the Dolphins. This week is not a week I need to say good things. All right, we playing against each other. I'm sorry, JMO. You still my boy, but at the end of the day, we gotta go down there and see if Tubby 2 are gonna do it. Is Tyreek Hill gonna play? If he play, then we got something different because that's a lot of speed coming at you, especially with that running game. Michael already on Twitter talking about something. Y'all want me to play a linebacker, but at the end of the day, if we miss tackles, what me playing in linebacker is gonna do? We just gotta play better.
You're supposed to help support the run at linebacker. So, like, huh?
He trying to get that pass rushing money. He like, don't try to put me at linebacker, bro. They ain't paying nobody at linebacker. Look, there you go. That's what I was gonna say too. The offensive line. This game is crazy.
But you know what the medicine is for banged up offensive line? It's to run the ball. When your offensive line is banged up, to help that, you have to establish a run game because now your offensive linemen are driving downhill, establishing their will against the defense. So if your weakness is already stopping the run, this O-line is banged up, they have a good running game in Miami, they're going to run the ball at you, and you're going to have to figure out how to stop it.
So this is where I'm going to take your advice and say allegedly, because I can't sit up here and defend the Cowboys about their run defense, but then also say the Dolphins can't beat a winning team. So I got to retract my statement. Allegedly can't beat a winning team. Because allegedly the Cowboys can't stop the run. Because technically they've been holding running backs after that Cardinals game to under 100 yards per game. all the way up until all the way up until that Bills game with Cooks was just like it's time to cook, it's time to feast. So hopefully they can bounce back and actually pick up where they left off prior to that Bills game. But we're gonna see. At the end of the day, Ramsey is back. I don't think Xavier Howard is playing, but this is not that same Dolphins team that played the Eagles. This is not that same Dolphins team that played the Chiefs. They in Miami. It's gonna be hot. The women gonna be out because it's Christmas Eve. So it is what it is. The world is your oyster when you.
Hill.
I mean, he making plays on and off the field.
Hey, they trying to get a baby.
He's a game changer. All right. Let's talk about. I guess we talked about the X factors already. Can the Cowboys stop the run? Right.
My X factor is for sure Raheem Mostert.
Okay, my X factor was the Cowboys defensive line, so we right on time with it. All right, who you got for anytime touchdown?
Do I have to say it again? It's Raheem Mostert. I could go find the odds for it. I know it's gonna be something probably minus 150 or something. Raheem Mostert is actually minus 115.
Okay. So for my ticket, I got two players. Well, actually three. I don't know if Tyreek Hill playing.
He's listed. So if you want to give him as one prop, he's listed.
All right, Tyreek Hill
minus 125.
All right, CD
minus 125.
And Ferguson.
You gotta scroll down. Plus 185, which I'm not mad at Jake Ferguson either, to be honest.
Yeah. Hopefully you won't get too tricky with the plays because the Cowboys have a physical. They 50-50 with the physical defense, man. It's only if they take the matchup personal that they get physical. And the only matchup they played personal was the Eagles. Everybody else, they just found a way to get up on the lead and say they a bad team. You know, Commanders, Panthers, teams like that.
And I was going to say the games where the Cowboys lost is because really, to be honest, they got out physical. The physicality just was not there for that team.
Except for that Eagles game. They was there. They just wasn't smart.
Yeah, you're probably right on that one.
Look, Jalen Ramsey. Hey, Jalen Ramsey gonna have a field day, man. He gonna have to because you know they move CD all around, J-Mo. You already know.
I wanted to say this. Xavier Howard, at least on ESPN, he's not listed as any type of injury. Now, the injury I saw that was kind of like, I didn't know. Javon Holland is questionable, but I don't see Mostert's honestly questionable too, but he's listed, so I gave him. And A-Chain is questionable, which is also crazy. But I don't see Xavier Howard being listed.
Okay, cool. That must have been just from a practice that I seen. He probably just sat out of practice.
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah, I mean, also you got to think about it too. Mike McDaniels and all his clips just been going around the media all weekend from their Hard Knocks about how he just has his team always mentally prepared. One thing I will say about McDaniels is he needs a sleep number commercial because he's always talking about get sleep. He always telling that team make sure you get some rest. I've never heard a coach preach rest so much, which is smart.
But yeah, so to your point, Xavier Howard missed practice Wednesday and he was limited in practice today.
That's what it was. Okay, cool. So he'll be out there. It's going to be very, very interesting, man. Cooks, run it up. But Carl, it's your turn now.
It's time.
Yeah. They saying this the battle for the MVP front runner right here. They saying it's the battle of who the best team in the NFL right now. You've been waiting almost 2 years for this to happen. Now, as far as y'all playing the 49ers, I'm talking about Lamar come back and prove everybody wrong.
I was about to say, I ain't waiting on this.
It's more so the Lamar Jackson coming back and proving everybody wrong. He's the quarterback that you said he was. People should have already known that. They kept disrespecting him. I want to know one question, though. Did the Ravens get their money's worth? And what's that point spread?
Tom, don't piss me off. So the point spread for the 49ers and the Ravens are the 49ers are 5.5 point favorites at home.
Y'all gotta go to San Fran, right?
They are at home this week, yes, sir.
All right, so I said in the chat that I wasn't gonna tell y'all who I was gonna pick to win. And the point spread kind of saved me because I could pick the point spread and y'all still don't know who I'm gonna pick. But I'm gonna go with I got the Ravens, man. I got y'all going over there and shutting them boys up. It's about time they get shut up anyway. And I got the dummies doing it.
So, I mean, I guess I'll say it because I have to say it on the show. But don't worry about giving me the plus 5.5. I'm taking my dog straight up to go into the into San Fran and win straight up on the road to improve to 12-3. I just feel like the Ravens, yeah, you could say we didn't look great against the Rams first half defensively, but second half we gave up 9 points. You gave up 9 points. Now you want to say, Carl, you gave up 11. Tyler Lindenbaum had a bad play. He fumbled the ball. He snapped the ball before Lamar was ready. Lamar had to kick it out the back of the end zone, safety. Cool. We really gave up 6. Then we gave up the field goal to tie the game. But after that first half, we knocked the rust off, and we've been looking good ever since. Last Monday, I know I said the Jags, and I still stand by this. The Jags shot themselves in the foot a couple times in their own red zone. Trevor Lawrence just fumbled the ball out of nowhere. Nobody hit him. He just dropped the rock. We had the field goal kicker for the Jags missed 2 field goals. I mean, Moody's showing you he's able to miss field goals, especially in the clutch. So, but I think that our pass rush is really good, obviously, by leading the league in sacks. I think we can get to Purdy. I know Trent Williams on that blind side, so it's going to be hard there. And I don't think that they've seen the exotic blitzes that we like to send. Kyle Hamilton coming at you, Arthur Millette coming at you, Patrick Queen might come at you, Roquan Smith might come at you. Like we send exotic blitzes. We send exotic zone blitzes. We send exotic man blitzes. We send a bunch of different blitzes. So I don't know if Brock Purdy is ready to read those and pick those up. That'll remain to be seen. So give me the Ravens.
I like that. Also, Dave's not here, but he did send his picks in. So let me just go down his picks right quick for all of the games. All right. This was before we was doing the point spreads only. So he picked he got the Bengals, Colts, Browns, Jags, Cowboys, 49ers. See, Dave picked the Cowboys, man.
Pick the Cowboys, that's crazy.
Yeah, I might have to. I don't know. I'm going with the 5 points, man. I'm taking the 5 points. But my heart say the 49. I mean, the Ravens. Well, my heart spoke it. The 49ers might steal this game. But I believe in the Ravens for some strange reason. It's something about Lamar Jackson. And it's something about the city of Baltimore. You know, when they back against the wall, dummies, they make things happen. But we gonna see. So, X Factor. Me, you already know who it is, man. It's L-Jack. He's been the X Factor for this team since he got there. He's been the win or lose reason why. Another thing, this is a potential rematch from the Super Bowl. Like, you can't cut the lights out in San Fran. One thing I will say is I want to say thank y'all. I'm mad they cut the lights out because y'all was winning. I wanted y'all to smoke them.
See, people get that. I'm glad you said that because people get that misconstrued. They be like, the Ravens got lucky. They cut the lights off. How did we get lucky? We was up 28-3. The game got close because the lights turned off. We would have smoked them if the lights don't cut off. How did we get lucky? Mad. The 49ers got lucky the lights cut off.
Yeah, I was mad because as a 5 Super Bowl champion team, I'm like, I don't need the 49 one more. I'm mad the Steelers got one more. So I'm like, if you have 5, keep it there. I'm mad the Patriots went on the run they went on. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's Lamar Jackson, though. He go out there, he make the plays, he make things happen. Odell was questionable. Let me know if anything changed, but
no, he was.
I still see him making something happen. Like, you can still get to Purdy without that left side. The right side's been holding it down, but with the exotic blitzes, you can still get to him. And this is going to also prove a lot of points. Can Purdy play if all of his weapons are there and they don't produce a good game? Can he be the sole reason that they win? We gonna see. Can Lamar Jackson go out against a team that has nothing but juggernauts on the other side of the ball as far as the offensive side? And can he go in there and slug it out? I think that's the narrative that Joe was talking about when he says if Lamar Jackson wins this game, he would be the front runner because he's going in there with a team that's not even comparable, but yet y'all are one of the best teams in the AFC.
Because of Lamar, of course.
There you go.
All right. So when you say X factor, in my opinion, when I think about, I automatically exclude best players on the team because those to me aren't X factors. Those are just guys that you expect night in, night out to do something. So X factor, in my opinion, is a guy that you might not expect much, but you need him to play big this game. My X factor for this game.
Spin on that too.
My X factor will be Cal Van Noy. Cal Van Noy has been a great addition to this Lions team. This Ravens team, excuse me. I think Cal Van Noy actually did play for the Lions, so that's probably why I slipped up there. To this Ravens team, excuse me. I don't have the sack numbers on me, but I do think he has like 5 to 7 in that range. I think if he can get to Brock Purdy without sending a blitz, that will be huge because then that helps our coverage. If he can get 1.5, 2 sacks, maybe 3, 4 pressures, maybe even 5. I know that's putting a lot on the guy, but 3, 4, maybe 5 pressures. I think that bodes well for our defense.
That's true. Is there a blueprint? Is that the blueprint?
Chill out. I'm not going that far.
Hey, I just gotta say it because you're playing the team that put the blueprint out there, you know. But that's funny. The blueprint, Jay-Z. I'm not gonna go too far.
Hey,
you gotta be in the chest. You gotta be in the chest to understand that
reference. Debates. See, Tomo trying to sell multiple debates.
This is what the Sunday show used to be. You gotta do a lap. So now everybody go back to the chest and be like, "What you mean by that?" Anytime touchdowns, man. Who you got?
So my anytime touchdown for the Ravens. It was tough, but no more Keaton Mitchell. He's now out. J.K. Dobbins been out since week 1. Gus Edwards at plus 145 has to find the end zone.
Man, I'm going Debo. He been the reason they've been holding down 49ers these last 4 weeks. He gonna get one.
Debo is at plus 105.
Man, we already talked about X factors. We already talked about the point spread. We already talked about anytime touchdowns. So of course we got to get up out of here. But before we get up out of here, I got to ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
You were on that panel. You were on that Ravens panel. I put the clip in the NFL chat a few days ago. Maybe it was yesterday. Where Pops was like, Lamar Jackson can make any throw. You know, Mahomes is in a perfect situation. Going off of this season and looking like Mahomes is having a down year. I don't really want to pick on him, but did they call it?
Joe, you're a terrible individual for answering this question. And if you're in the chats, if you're in the network, you know why I just called Tomo a terrible individual for asking me this question. So all right, before I answer the question, I do, for people that was wondering, Kyle Van Noy had 6 sacks on the year. Just throwing that out there. All right, to answer your question, I agreed with the fact that Lamar can make any throw. I agree with that. I do feel like Lamar has been severely underrated as a passer. I feel like Lamar has shown you this year how good he is as a passer. I think people see how good he is as a runner, and they misconstrue the fact that they like, oh, he can't really throw the ball. If you make him throw the ball, you're in for a good night. No, that's not true. It's just my man is so dynamic that you prefer, like, you don't want him to run because he's breaking off at least 10, 15 yards, and you don't want that. But my man can make any throw. Now, do I think Mahomes is being exposed? No. You got Kadarius Toney out here dropping the ball, leading the interceptions. The first game of the year, you had Toney drop a pass on the money that led to a pick 6. Mahomes is not getting exposed. These receivers are getting exposed. Rasheed Rice is actually playing well. He started off slow. He's playing well now. That's my guy. That's why I went out to SMU. If anybody don't believe me, I'll put up the tweet. But yeah, I just think Kadarius Toney, for one, is being exposed because a lot of guys became super high on Toney after that Super Bowl. Watson, he is who he is. MVS he's looking like to be Darius Hayward-Bay. I just think these receivers are being exposed, not Mahomes.
It's a throwback, man. And I just had to ask that question.
You know where that throwback came from. You want to be terrible asking me this question. I can sling a little mud too, Tomo. You know what school Darius Hayward-Bay went to.
It's cool. Because Torrey Smith went there too.
Hey, all love to Torrey Smith.
Exactly. I don't know, but Stephon Diggs, he let me down, man. He is the Terp, but he have his moments where it's like, as soon as it get cold outside.
All love to Stephon Diggs.
Hey, man, it's something about narratives in these chats, man. Some of them don't go the way we want them, but some of them you start to look and be like, I mean, Coach might have been on to something there. 12 targets, 3 catches. I'm just saying. But I just had to ask that. But before we get out of here, man, tell the people about CTC. I mean, I know you look like you had a question. Don't ask me no questions because I'm not answering them. So tell the folks.
I had no question. No. I had no question. All I was gonna say was, I mean, he did have that crazy one-hand catch on that crosser. He had that. I'm sorry. I know it happened against y'all, but it happened.
That was a moment. That was nice too. That was tough. That was tough. So, that was one of Josh Allen's best throws that day.
That was about 15, maybe 10 of his 94 yards.
And I'm so glad that he came out there and said what he said. Because if he would have bragged about him having a good game, I'd have been so upset. Like, I ain't had to do nothing. I'd have loved to just been in the media that moment and be like, "Well, Josh, you know your career would be better if y'all played like this, right?" They'd have put
Man,
me out.
what? Oh my
They'd have
god!
put me out. They'd have put
All
me
right,
out.
we gotta stop, bro, because this ain't gonna happen again. We gotta stop.
Nah. Go ahead, tell the folks about CTC, man.
All right, man. First of all, as always, I appreciate y'all having me on the show, the main show, Refuse to Lose Network. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's always fun. It's always a blast to do this. CTC, again, Carl Talking College. Football season is coming to a close. Actually, funny enough, the playoffs is what, 10 days away? If not even that. New Year's Day. Christmas is next Monday. That's what, 3-4 days away. You add 7. So, I mean, I ain't really do the math like that. So I'll say about 10 days. We got bowl seasons. Again, we have a bowl game kicking off in 4 minutes, the Boca Raton Bowl, USF versus Syracuse. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. USF run defense is terrible. Syracuse, LaQuinn Allen is the focal point of Syracuse offense. But I do like the redshirt freshman, Byron Brown, the quarterback for USF. I think he's a really dynamic quarterback, and he has a really good arm. He can use his legs. I think he's going to have a pretty nice night against Syracuse. Syracuse, Garrett Schrader is going to have to take care of the football. But if you listen to CTC, you get stuff like that. You get information like that. You get keys to each team, why they will win or why they will lose. And you also get me looking like a fool because of Old Dominion blowing a 28-point game. But that's neither here nor there.
I was also gonna say, man, both of our teams right now. So like, just give me one prospect, because we in the mid-off bowl in the NBA chat.
Hey, look. The NBA chat to me be so hilarious because I just be talking trash knowing like, bro, we only got 2 wins. We're on the worst losing streak I've ever seen in my life, bro. But I'm still talking trash because I don't care. But
we got house money because what they gonna say? Oh, your team gonna lose? Duh.
Hey, I mean, shoot, I said it first.
But who's one of them college prospects, NBA wise? Like, I mean, who you think?
So collegiately, who do I like? It's so hard because collegiately, I got guys that I like that probably won't get pro opportunities, like Tyson Walker at MSU, who's averaging 20 points a game. I really like Tyson. I really think Tyson should get a collegiate look. I mean, not collegiate look, a pro basketball look in the NBA. But for some reason, I feel like they won't give him that. I'm trying to think of a sleeper here. He's not really a sleeper. I mean, y'all do have one. I think Julian Reese is looked at as a professional prospect for y'all. But see, I was gonna say like somebody like Isaiah Collier, but he's not a sleeper. I think like Isaiah Collier is actually like looked at really well. But I really like Isaiah Collier from Southern California. Tyler Kolek, I'll go with him. The point guard out of Marquette. I think he might be looked at as a nice little pro prospect. I think he's one of the best point guards in the country. So I'll go with. I really like Tyler Kolek.
And I really just asked that just to show people that my man really know what he's talking about when it comes to the CTC. I thought Carl Talking College was just a gimmick. Nah, he just did that off the top of the dome. No notes, no nothing. You would have thought he was on 8 Mile. But let's get our last word so we can get out of here, man. I'm going to start this off by saying, hey, Micah, I think he the last Cowboy we should have let get a podcast. Like you my boy, bro. But some of the things you be asking for from the media, bro, it's just like, it's not going to happen. Now, I'd rather you just like call people out instead of putting the whole media in it, like saying like it's former players that's rooting for us to lose. Duh. Not all players gonna like you, bro. It is what it is. These also the same people that hyped you up and called you the next LT. Like technically, they still being nice because if it was me, I'm like, well, we calling you LT and I ain't seen Lawrence Taylor yet. You looking like the LT from Any Given Sunday sometimes. Like,
did I get my bonus?
That's all I'm saying. Like that's what it's looking like. But stop going on here. I know he's young. I can't give him that though, because he had the same grown man mentality when you sit up there with the pivot talking about you kept receipts and you already know what the end goal is. So on one aspect, one part of the spectrum, you know what you're doing, or you know what the goals are, and on the other end, you like stop talking about us, man. No. They get money for it. At the end of the day, like I complain about it a lot, but hey, it is what it is. They get money for it. Technically, I think the Ravens need to get more play. There's a lot of teams. Like that's the one thing I've heard from another network where they was like, we need to be talking about other teams, but we can't because y'all bring in the dollars. Like it is what it is. So, Michael, just listen to Dak sometimes, bro. He the only quarterback that played for the Cowboys I know that ain't get wrapped up in the media. And look at Romo. And we all know how Romo feel about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my God. I told JMO this in January when they played the Dolphins. And I know coming from me, I'm like the wrong messenger, but like you see it more and more. Like, oh my, I ain't gonna get too much into it. But my final words, MSU is currently up 82-38 against Stony Brook. I know it's Stony Brook, but hey, so we're looking to move on to 7-5 with Indiana State coming up next. Now, hear me out. I told y'all about JMU. JMU is now ranked 20th in the country, still undefeated. Indiana State is another really, and I mean really talented college basketball team. They're in the Missouri Valley Conference. They look primed to win the Missouri Valley Conference. Indiana State has a scorer. I can't remember his name. I'm about to click it right now. Oh, actually, he does not lead them in scoring anymore. They did have a guy leading them in score by the name of Robbie Avila. He is now second on the team in scoring, 16.5 points per game. Their lead scorer now is Isaiah Swoop at 19 points per game. Indiana State is 11-1. I do expect a tough game against Indiana State. I don't expect a blowout. I expect us to win, but I expect it to be a really good game. Ravens, we have a really tough game as well against the 49ers Christmas Day. Let's bring our A game. Let's ball, and wherever the chips fall, they fall. But in reality, we have to have that Dolphins game. We have to have that Steelers game. Let's wrap up this number 1 seed. Let's get this bye week. Also, let's get my prediction right. I predicted us to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. And Pistons, hey, man, just keep fighting.
It's like saying, Jordan Poole, can you get 30?
Hey, I need 20 from you tonight. I'm just saying, if you give me 20.
Why would you do that?
They're playing the Blazers. They don't
Why would you do He not going to get you 30. You said 20?
No, 20, not 30. Carl, 20 is doable against the Blazers.
I hope so for your sake. But me telling you that I've been watching Jordan Poole play most of this season, and he going to get 15. Bro, that's just, it's sad, bro.
They're going to turn up.
It's sad. Up. It is sad, bro. I've never seen nobody do this before. Normally when you, never mind, I have. Bradley Beal. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here.
So much I extend the show.
Nah, I gotta get out of here. I was about to say some things about Brad. Hey, Dave, you gotta put Bradley Beal in the doghouse, man. You gotta put him and Jordan Poole. I know you put the Wizards there, but you gotta put them two in the doghouse, man. And Gilbert. Let me get out of here because I'm about to go on a rant.
And leave my Pistons alone. Don't put us in there.
Okay. All right, y'all. We out of here, man. Till next time. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.